I would like to begin by paying a happy fine of $10 for being alive. Remember an old joke they talk about Clem and Mary, Mr. Mayor sitting on a porch, and Clem's 90 years old and Mary's the same age, and Clem starts off and says, Mary, remember in WW1 when I came back gassed and you nursed me back to health, and then in 22 we bought that farm, but then the recession came and we lost it and you were there, and then in 29 we lost everything else, and then I got drafted in WW2 and I sort of lost 3 toes in my right foot and you were there, and then we bought, and it goes on and on, and he looks at Mary and says, Mary, you know, I was thinking, you're bad luck. Well, I hope you guys aren't bad luck, but last time I was here, I was in real trouble. I didn't realize that, and it was during the winter. I went down, you may remember, a few of you may remember, Mo, were you here? Mo was here. He was the guy that was kind enough to invite me back in those days, and Mr. Mayor, he was mayor at the time, and I stood up, and there were a bank of cameras right at the end of the process, and I was supposed to make a speech on international relations and foreign policy. And I got up and said, gentlemen, you have to excuse me just a minute. And I walked off the stage, there was a riser here, and went downstairs, and I had what later I learned was a bleed in my head. And I went out and laid, you have a wall outside your men's locker room. I remember laying on there with my shirt, just in my shirt, because it was so cold, to try to revive myself to get back up here. But being Irish, I was dumb enough to think there was nothing wrong, just a mild headache. But at the end of the day, it was an interesting day here. Ladies and gentlemen, I know, like my Rotary Club and all Rotary Clubs, you have a schedule, so I'm going to try to be as brief as I can to get to questions if you have questions.